Despite the INFJ's kind-hearted, altruistic, and empathic nature, making them usually very safe personalities, INFJs can actually be very dangerous. And in this video, we'll dive into 6 reasons why exactly INFJs are potentially dangerous. We will count down to the most dangerous reason at number 1, so be sure to watch all the way till the end. Number 6, INFJs are dangerous because they see all of your weaknesses and insecurities. The INFJ's heightened sensitivity and strong empathy enable them to easily detect someone's strengths, but also weaknesses, insecurities, and personal vulnerabilities without the other's awareness, even those of strangers. INFJs gather this information subconsciously, so in principle, it can be very dangerous when somebody's weaknesses are unknowingly exposed to someone else like that. So the INFJ is dangerous here because their knowledge grants them a lot of power to build up or tear down a person. Now, when a healthy INFJ sees another's vulnerabilities, it usually fosters empathy for them, and the registered vulnerabilities of the other now function as guidelines for the INFJ on how to carefully treat that person to not unnecessarily trigger, upset, or hurt them, and how the INFJ can actually help the other overcome those vulnerabilities. A lot of morals and ethics surround this sensitive information INFJs have of others, since INFJs tend to be true altruists who naturally care for people, unless you betray the INFJ, which we'll get into now. Number 5. INFJs are dangerous because they can use their empathy against you. For those who chose to betray the INFJ, which technically can only be done by people close to the INFJ, well, guess what? You've played yourself. INFJs are very dangerous because when you turn the kind-hearted and empathic INFJ into an enemy, all the deep knowledge they uniquely have gathered about you for years during your relationship, like your strengths, weaknesses, insecurities, vulnerabilities, and general psychological makeup and its idiosyncrasies, can now be used against you in the name of self-protection and revenge. It's like starting a war with an ally nation that has all the intel on your infrastructure, economy, military, societal strata, and what upholds your particular civilization, and what would easily make it collapse. How low an INFJ actually can go in that is what we'll discuss now. Number 4. INFJs are dangerous because they are willing to go as low as the perpetrator and then even lower with passion. INFJs tend to have a strong sense of justice. Injustices inflicted by malignant people upon INFJs or others are very hard to stomach by INFJs. Now, INFJs are usually very patient and like to solve problems by preventing them or avoid conflict by disengaging with a problematic person entirely. However, when a perpetrator's malicious behavior particularly rubs an INFJ the wrong way, the INFJ can choose to retaliate by willingly going as low as the perpetrator to teach them a lesson, and then go even lower to beat them at their own foul game. INFJs are very dangerous because in the name of self-protection, protecting the innocent, justice, and redemption, INFJs allow themselves to consciously take off their straitjacket of morals and ethics to let their demonic INFJ rage handle things. For example, if a narcissist manipulates them, the INFJ will manipulate them back and destroys their fragile ego by targeting their deep insecurities. Personal example here, when my covert narcissistic father periodically returned the Father's Day gifts to me, as he said they weren't good enough for him, I didn't accept the family legacy gift he tried to pass down to me from father to son at a crucial time. Another example is when a partner of my INFJ female friend angrily raised his voice at her whilst I was in their company. My INFJ female friend exploded with rage and threw an empty heavy bowl just past him from across the kitchen, right in the sink next to him, which made a lot of noise and shut him down instantly. INFJs usually don't crash out overtly, but rather stay stealth to wield the element of surprise to their advantage, which we'll cover now. Number 3. INFJs are dangerous because they excel at masking. Since INFJs quickly learned during childhood that their sensitivity and unusual temperament weren't accepted by their parents and their society at large, many INFJs grew up needing to mask their inner world of thoughts, feelings, and other INFJ traits to protect themselves from further criticism. As such, INFJs are very dangerous because since they excel at masking, it's very hard for people to truly know what's going on inside an INFJ. Are they happy? Are they sad? Are they mad? mad? What are they thinking? What are they planning? Via their superb masking skills and social chameleon abilities, INFJs can move through any social landscape with ease and hide their true sentiments and intentions. This way, masking can be used strategically for secretly setting up their next moves. For instance, by staying close to a covert narcissistic friend that isn't aware the INFJ is onto their manipulative ways, the INFJ gathers more information to set up their finishing move. Number 2. INFJs are dangerous because of their verbal prowess. INFJs are renowned as skilled communicators, convincing orators and powerful writers. When they use their strong capacity for logic to formulate their arguments and infuse them with feeling as well, the INFJ's rhetoric can be enormously impactful. The INFJ's intimidating verbal prowess is dangerous to the validity of someone's arguments and actually life-threatening to the belief systems and ego of anyone who tries to mess with the INFJ. For instance, by trying to enforce stupid rules on the INFJ in the workplace, or trying to coerce INFJs into ideological thinking, pressuring for blind allegiance to a certain group within a polarized political climate. INFJs will quickly detect all the logical inconsistencies, double standards, and personal attacks in someone's argumentations and thinking, and mercilessly dismantle the person's rhetoric, resulting in a potential identity crisis. However, the next reason is even more dangerous. Number 1. INFJs are dangerous because they can suddenly cut you out of their life. INFJ doorslam. INFJs are dangerous because they can mercilessly cut people out of their life forever, overnight, when needed by implementing the infamous INFJ doorslam. People who are cut off are basically dead to the INFJ, and this extremely cold exorcism of a troublesome person out of the INFJ's life has sent many chills down the spines of witnesses. Now, the INFJ doorslam is technically only supposed to be used in emergency situations, like betrayal, abuse, and other malicious behavior from others, and when the magnitude of transgression by the perpetrator is beyond redemption, or their toxic personality is unsalvageable.
Tomorrow you will have your heads cut off. I have chosen to send you as an advance party to hell.
In reality, however, INFJs may cut out people too early or for benign reasons. INFJ doorslams implemented in the wrong situation can wreak havoc on the psyche of the other person who did not deserve it or is devastated by the abrupt cold cutout, banishing them metaphorically to the shadow realm and land of the dead, which makes the INFJ doorslam a very dangerous act when applied incorrectly. The INFJ Psychology member group is growing. Become a member of INFJ Psychology now and join the INFJ family. Watch this video next about the dangerous INFJ dark side.